So I'm here in my hostel lobby. Just have to talk to them about extending my stay. But then I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'm gonna try to climb this mountain that's over to the west of the city called Suthep. So let's go for a journey. So I just finished eating that delicious meal. My hat, I think, is just gonna look ridiculous the whole day, but that's fine. And I had to loop back to my hostel because there is no one at the front desk when I left for me to extend my stay. I'm at the north gate right now, and there's some kind of like student procession, which is kind of cool. I like the flower bearers. All right, so I just paid the, it's like 5 more USD or something for 2 more nights at this hostel. And they told me, actually, they saw the procession. They said it's for some kind of Buddhist ceremony. They couldn't explain more, but yeah, I looked at the cost to take a ride to the trailhead. Oh, there they are. And I decided I'd just walk. It's only like an extra 3 miles, 5 kilometers, so pretty light, and it's kind of more fun to be able to just say I walked from the city and back. So let's just get to it. Hopefully I'll be on my way back. It's 9:40 a.m. right now, so hoping to maybe be done by 3 p.m. We'll see. Hasn't been raining here, so I'm not so worried about that. And there's also a like a monastery midway up the mountain, so that's also going to be a nice place to rest, I'm guessing. And if there's like some kind of unexpected torrential rain, then I'll just go there. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk unless I see like an obvious like shared like ride thing, then I might hop on it, but I think I'm just gonna walk. I also just wanted to capture the view of the mountain from the town, and you can see the procession above me. So I'm just gonna follow the boundary of the old town, which is just a like 1 by 1 square mile area. And so I'll show you the old walls as well as I go. So these walls are over 700 years old, as well as this moat that surrounds the whole old town. So you can see up there's some nice mist on the mountains. Maybe it'll be a little wet, we'll see. I'm about halfway to the trailhead. Some beautiful sights along the road though. Well, now we can really start to see it. Alright, I am definitely outside the city now. Just passed through a university area. There's a few little shops here anyways. Just trying to get to the trailhead, and I think there's a little ticket office too. All right, we made it. I just got my ticket. It's like 100 baht. And just go a little bit forward, and then I think the trailhead's gonna be on the right. The road is ending and the trail begins. Just a few meters in, and the beauty already starts. Yeah, this is pretty fun. The trail, as I expected, is extremely well marked. And yeah, super easy going. I mean, I'm breaking a little bit of a sweat, I won't lie. But yeah, it doesn't compare to the Appalachian Trail. And you know, I did cross country for like 3 months in high school during my last year. Didn't really like it, but I did learn one thing. When you start going up the hill, just don't stop. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep going till I can't go. Well, I'll probably hit the monastery and then take a little breather. Some nice little bamboo things. There's tons of people here. Very few Thai. A lot of Chinese foreign tourists. But the dense jungle is so refreshing after a couple weeks in the cities. Here you can see a little stream. So it's totally cut the hill. I mean, it drops like 10 feet. Okay, I think we're hitting the first little waypoint. Oh, so we entered the area where you can't be wearing shorts and stuff, but you know I don't mess around with shorts when I'm in the woods. Not trying to get bug bit all over my legs. Oh wow. All the banana trees around here. Oh, and there's the Naga stairs I was reading about. Whew. So cool. You can see the city down there. And then these cool structures. I gotta check out what's in there. Doesn't really get much better than this. That thing is giant. It's like the size of my hand. All right, I think now it's just time to keep summiting. Well, I started the climb and I noticed this cool little water diversion system that's on the hill above the monastery grounds, or the temple. All right, I just had to cross a little road and this is now back on the trail. Ooh, definitely a nice little climb. I am completely soaked in sweat, but that's all right, you know, that's why showers exist. Just gonna keep on keeping on. Not as many people coming up this leg. Definitely see why, but I'm having a good time. So quiet and peaceful. There's still some hikers, so it's not like I'm alone out here. But yeah, I think I'll be passing like through some kind of little town in a little bit, so check back in then. Oh, well, getting up to a little vantage point. I think it's that town I saw on the map. See out there. Whew, some little wildflowers, banana trees and stuff. Keep on keeping on. Well, here's a little town. Could probably get something to eat, but I don't really need anything. I have like a spring roll in my pocket. But honestly, don't really want to eat until after I'm done walking for a bit. So just gonna keep powering on through. It's kind of cute though, the mountain town. Definitely kind of touristy, but I mean, everyone should come here, so I understand why. These little red converted pickup trucks, I think they're called Hongsa, and they like provide a kind of bus service. Usually you can kind of share one with a bunch of people and it's not so expensive, but what's the fun in that? I think I just go up here and that continues to the summit. So here I think is the final stretch, because there is another temple at the top of the mountain. So it has stairs though the whole way, so it's basically easy, right? So this is what I thought I found earlier. This is a naga, a snake spirit. So this giant statue lining the entire staircase.
Ale wiesz co, ja to mogę zrobić, na przykład jeżeli ja będę miał jakiś sukces, nie? Wiesz co chodzi, że ja na przykład będę zrobił
I think this is one of the first female statues I've seen in all of the monasteries, except for Tara. I wish I knew who this figure was.
People write out their name and their family name. Yeah. Make it one around the pagoda. After. You don't like to say, I love you, no. He don't like to be lied. He don't like to be gossip. Sometimes when he thinks something, he say true to that person. He don't care the people can accept or not.
So that's a divination practice that actually I think probably comes from Chinese religion, because they do that in traditional Chinese temples as well. I don't know actually the English, but it's called Bua Bui in Taiwanese dialect. And also there is this image of Padmasambhava, so you can see whenever you come to these temples, it's very, no division between different types of worship, I guess. I mean, obviously, that's a broad statement, but these wall paintings are also very excellent, depicting moments from the life of the historical Buddha, surrounded on all sides by these golden, gilded statues. And yeah, noticing these people also, there's some prayers that are laminated, and they're circumambulating the main chedi. Getting their fortunes. And here's also some reproductions of the emerald Buddha, which is a very famous image that's now held in Bangkok. But it was originally here in Chiang Mai, I think. So the monks are even learning some Mandarin to give the tourists blessings. He just said, thank you, 谢谢, and 健康, health. There's a lot of Chinese visitors here. And I even noticed some of the inscriptions say that they were donated by people from Singapore or Chinese-speaking areas. This is depicting when the prince first left his palace, in which he had been sequestered his whole life, and he learned about old age, sickness, and death, which inevitably led him along the path to renunciation, because he also saw an ascetic wandering in the saffron robes. This guy has the right idea. But I shall have to continue on, because that is the actual summit up there. So I'm gonna go there, and then there's a village, I guess a Hmong village, that's kind of on the way back from there. And there's some kind of palace. See what that's like. And then we'll see if I have the willpower to walk all the way down when I have the option to just take a ride. So I followed my map, led me here. Seems a little bit underused, but hopefully it links back up to the main trail, which then goes to the summit. That was a nice little garden I just went through. Wow. So this is definitely getting into some more jungle feeling stuff. The bugs are coming out in force, so just gotta keep moving. But I mean, it reminds me more of the trails I'm kind of used to, in terms of the You know, you gotta climb over stuff and duck under trees and stuff, so it's actually quite nice. And I mean, the density of the forest is just incredible. It's like teeming with life. I mean, it's kind of amazing that they can even preserve a trail to this extent. Just by looking at how quickly things seem to grow over here. So I'm gonna just keep moving so that the bugs don't settle on me. But there are these little fruits on the ground, and wherever those cluster, there will just be like a whole wall of insects flying around. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I can always turn back if this doesn't end up being a throughway. But I think it is, because my GPS is still working. I wonder what kind of tree this is. It's freaking huge though. Nice. Yes. This is what we're out here for. I love these tiger robes that they put on here. This is catching the water dripping from the overhanging rock. I mean, this is an absolute that's where my brazenness will stop. I mean, it must be some kind of meditation cave though. And these screaming guys are just next level. Yeah, so I'm just going right up here and it's gonna bring me to the road. It's like just a stone's throw away. That was awesome though, that meditation cave. Well, made it to the road. And then the other trailhead should just be like right across. What a dream. So here we are, back on it. Gonna be probably trying to reduce the frequency of the videos because my phone battery is gradually wearing down. Still probably could do it as I've been going for like 2.5 more hours, but just don't want to run out of it in case I need it to reference the maps. Some weird music in the distance. I can hear the percussion. Well, I came to a bit of a weird spot, but the trail turns off here and meets up with another one, and I did find it actually. Like follows these wires and then it goes up there. So off the big path there, and just gotta cross this little stream. I see over there, that's where people go. Okay, so now this is the real main summit trail. That other thing I took was a bit of a alternative route, you can say. Well, this is where I was supposed to go. You can even see that there's a trail there, but clearly the map has not been updated. And yeah, there's like, I went that way a little bit, but it's not on my map, and I'm not willing to, risk getting lost. So I'm just gonna have to double back. And I think there's a short way that leads to the road that is a trail that basically the other way I just showed. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then hopefully just walk along the road up to the summit. Fingers crossed that no more issues come up. Well, I made it back to the road. Never thought I'd be so happy to be walking along the road, but definitely just following this shit to the top. Yeah, I think it's just a good, learning experience, especially in places you're not familiar with. Probably should have done a little more research on the exact trail route that I would take. Thought it would be pretty self-explanatory, but it seems to me like there isn't any kind of true connecting trail that leads from, the base of the mountain to the summit. Definitely all requires substantial amount of roadside walking. I managed to make it out. I stayed on the trails that I had marked all the time. They just weren't the kind of trails that I was expecting. So anyways, yeah, I got lucky, I would say. It's still early. It's not even 3 yet. So I didn't have to worry about, worst case scenario, I would have just completely backtracked. It would have taken about an hour probably. But yeah, overall, feel okay about the experience. I think I'm going to be a bit more cautious in the planning stage. Next time I do a little mountain excursion, because yeah, it's something like there was no way I could have known that trail didn't actually go all the way through until I got there and there was a barbed wire fence, that stopped me like a quarter mile from the summit. And so I had to probably, I would say all said and done, I only did like half a mile out of the way, but it was kind of like there was a walking path along that fence and it was very like weedy, but you could see people had gone there. Anyways, feeling good now to be just on the pavement. And it's also funny, like, I probably should have just realized earlier as well by the fact that I wasn't seeing anyone on that path, and I should have just called it and just walked back and kind of followed my gut, but I trusted the map. And again, I trusted the map and it got me there and it also got me out. So feeling fine though. And yeah, I mean, like, it definitely wasn't at all like a situation where I felt like, I was lost, because the entire time, like, I could kind of hear the road every now and then. I could see that fence structure there. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm almost to the Hmong village and the Bubing Palace. And then I don't know if from there there's a way to the summit or if it's just blocked off. We'll see. Pretty scenic road. Tons of people coming down on motorbikes here. And yeah, I was so close to the summit, but so be it. Nice. And we got some people here to scare off the dogs too. I really don't like stray dogs. Look at this one's gonna fuck with me. Okay, he's kind of cool. He just wanted to lick my hand a little bit. Still, I just get freaked out by them because you really never know. But yeah, the other people were just like laughing and petting him and stuff, so it definitely let me put my guard down. Anyways, the gardens here are gorgeous. And the wind is beautiful. well, I didn't really realize that that place was a like royal summer palace or something, but the gardens were incredible, and I guess it's a really good thing that I didn't try to sneak around that fence, because that would have probably gotten me deported. So here, though, we find a gorgeous overlook of the valley. And let's see if I can see Chiang Mai from here. Maybe not. Oh. Yeah, I guess it's maybe further over that way than I can see. I kind of wanted to get the square grid of the old. Oh yeah, I think you can kind of make it out, right? I'm not sure if that's actually it, but it's kind of a great vista. And yeah, it's very nice and cool up here. Probably the most comfortable I've been in terms of temperature outside of a air-conditioned room the entire time I've been in Thailand. So that's definitely a win. Right now I'm it's almost 4. There's not really anything to eat up here. Everything's kind of closed down, I guess. All the tourists are gone. So I think I might just maybe catch a ride down, see what they're going to try to charge me, and then maybe make a decision. I could also try to hitchhike. So I'm just going to soak up this view and then get moving. Oh, I think this is rainbow eucalyptus. I don't know. Anyways, I just looked at the map and I realized that I need to keep going along the road, and then I will get to Doi Suthep, the peak. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna figure out whatever way I can to get down, because I'm about to hit, I think that'll get me to 20 miles, and that feels like a good stopping point for the day. Oh. Oh. Well, I don't think the actual summit is even marked, because on my map it says I just passed it, but okay. Maybe this is it though, the Sanku. Oh my god, fucking bug. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't think the true summit of Doi Suthep is even marked. But here is this place called Sanku, which is right next to it, basically. And it's pretty beautiful. Pretty amazing to come to this thing after all that walking. I wonder what this is for, some ritual implements. I love the tigers. Oh. I definitely have to research this place because it's very special. And yeah, I was definitely thinking of tigers the whole time I was in the woods earlier. So here we are. I think I'm gonna call this my terminus, and I'm gonna get someone to drive me back to the city. That I have the utmost confidence will be possible. So stay tuned. So I was just saying I'm gonna find a great ride and my buddy Cody from Minnesota picked me up, and we're having a fantastic conversation. So Cody just dropped me off right at the hostel, and I showered off and changed, and now I just got to get some food in me. I'm pretty exhausted after that, but feeling great. So yeah, I think today I hit, I have 19.5 miles on my thing. So with the walk to get food, it's definitely gonna surpass 20. And yeah, that's a wrap. Another beautiful excursion in Thailand today, this time in Chiang Mai. I have a new appreciation for that ridge up there. God, the sun looks so gorgeous, huh? Setting on the other side. Just wanted to add at the end of this video that fortunately there weren't really any major risks associated with going into that area that was kind of less certain regarding the trail. You know, all the wild animals don't really go anywhere near that area of population and development. So, yeah, no tigers or anything like that. A bigger concern would be mosquitoes, probably. But didn't get any bites, it looks like. So, anyways, just another little lesson today about how to just accept the unfolding of the day and to go with the flow. You know, everything worked out so perfectly, actually, because if I hadn't gotten delayed, I would have maybe gotten to the palace when there were more people, and I wouldn't have had such a nice quiet experience there, which was exactly what I needed. So refreshing. And then you know, I didn't really mind that there wasn't any specific marker for the summit of Doi Suthep, because actually the Sangku marker there, it turns out, is actually one of the oldest archaeological site that they found in that mountain range. So that was great that I got to see that. Anyways, peacing out now.